How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a new team. We've got a Lokix team. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There'll also be a copy and paste in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump to the team preview. Okay, today we're battling versus Icicle from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. He's got a very powerful looking team. We got the Annihilate and the Lokix, which stand out. Great Tusk is also a big threat to every team that I've ever faced. Ceruledge is an interesting one because it's a threat when it wants under the right conditions, and Glimmora is probably going to be their lead, so I'm going to lead off with Clodsire, just expecting that. And the battle begins, so Icy Dude over there is going to lead off with Weirdo, which is of course the Glimmora, nice and shiny as well, as we lead off with a Clodsire. So Clodsire works out really well here. We can sponge all the special attacks it wants to throw at us. We can go for an EQ and take it down to its sash if it wants to get set up the hazards. And we can sort the hazards out later on down the line. So they do go for a Stealth Rocks right off the bat, which is absolutely fine. And we can use this opportunity to set up their Earthquakes real quick and just get it down to its sash. There we go. This is how I always play against Glimmoras. They always lead off. They always go for Stealth Rocks, get Earthquaked in the face, and then we just go ahead and, you know, deal with it from there. They do sell this Toxic Debris with the Toxic Debris ability. We can go for another Earthquake if we want to here because they don't have a Flying type, or we can go for our Stealth Rocks and not worry about the Annihilate. I think I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks personally. I feel like they switch out here and preserve the Glimmora for later, but I'm going to go for the EQ anyway. They do withdraw the Weirdo, and they're going to go into the Annihilate. I think they go into the Annihilate, the Elephant, which is of course the Great Tusk. So the Great Tusk comes in. We go for an EQ real quick. That's absolutely fine. They're going to get the Photosynthesis, which is going to boost their attack, so they're more of an offensive one. Good to know. We go for the EQ. A bit of chip damage here and there. Can't hurt. As now we go straight into Corviknight, because Corviknight is definitely a good switch into the Great Tusk right now. There we go. Going to withdraw. There we go into the Corviknight. Corviknight should be able to take a hit from this thing. If it wants to go for a close combat, we should be able to take it pretty well. I'm pretty sure they go for an Earthquake or a Headlong Rush here, but we'll see what they do here. So they go for a close combat. It's going to hurt. It does actually 2-hit KOs as well, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? What can you do? They definitely go for it again, so we could use this as an opportunity of switching out. I could go into my Amoonguss if I want to. I feel like I am going to go into Amoonguss to take a close combat because Corviknight could be useful for later on, and we can also absorb the Toxic Spikes whilst we're here. So going into our Shroom real quick, we can take a close combat, no problem. Get rid of the Poison Spikes and all that stuff. They go for a close combat. There we go. We're going to eat that up like it's nothing. Now, I doubt they stay in and go for a Headlong Rush here. They probably switch out into the likes of the Ceruledge, or they go into their own Amoonguss. So I might go for the ballsy play of predicting the Amoonguss to come in, and I'm going to go into my Lokix. Now we can get off a nice and powerful U-turn, and then go back into Amoonguss to take a Spore. Because they're definitely going to go for a Headlong Rush here. They wouldn't. No, they're definitely going to switch out here. They wouldn't stay in. So I'm going to go into Lokix real quick. I think that's the best play I can make. So we do withdraw, and they do stay in. They do stay in. What are they going to go for? Knockoff? They probably go for a knockoff, right? I can't believe that they didn't switch out against an Amoonguss. They're going to Terrestrialize. Okay. What type are they going to Terrestrialize into? A Ground type? So that the Headlong Rush would KO. Interesting play. Interesting play. So, unfortunately, this means that we're going to take a Headlong Rush to the face, and we're not going to live it. So, Lokix doesn't get to do anything this game, unfortunately. But it's good to know that they really thought that would... Wow. Okay, so I'm flabbergasted. Absolutely flabbergasted by that play, to be honest with you. So, we don't actually have anything that outspeeds this thing. All we've got is Amoonguss, so I'm going to bring that back in. Going to bring Amoonguss back in. Now that it's got the Regenerator back from it, we should be able to live a Headlong Rush from this thing, no problem, and go for a Grass Knot, take it out. That's exactly what I'm going to do. They go for a Headlong Rush, obviously expecting it to KO, but little do they know Amoonguss is a tank, and we're able to live it. We wouldn't have lived it before, but we do live it now. So I guess, in a sense, Lokix has took out this Great Tusk with its sacrifice. So Grass Knot's going to take out that thing, no problems. It's got defense drops, and I think it KOs anyway, so down goes the Great Tusk. And that is one big threat out of the way. One big threat out of the way. So Great Tusk is obviously a big threat. A big threat. In comes Death Bringe. Death Bringer, I'm guessing that's what it's meant to be. This thing, I'm going to go for a Spore just to see, in case it wants to set up or anything like that. It goes straight for the Rage Fist, which is going to KO us. Absolutely fine by me. We didn't really lean Amoonguss for much else this game other than to absorb Spore from the Amoonguss on their side of the field. I really didn't want to get damage off on it. They've already terrestrialized, which is great to know. I'm going to go into my Skeledirge. No. Yes, I'm going to go into my Skeledirge real quick. We do have the heavy duty boots, so we're not bothered about the Stealth Rocks, which is great. And I want to go straight for a Shadow Ball, but at the same time, I don't. I feel like that's not the right play. I feel like going for a Torch Song is going to be important. Skeledirge can 1v1 the rest of their team, though, if we can get set up. So that's going to be useful later on down the line. Let's go ahead and Shadow Ball this thing. Let's just see what kind of set it is. They go for a Taunt, which is fine. Obviously, Skeledirge usually run bulky defense with Will-O-Wisp and stuff like that, so he's probably expecting that. We go for a Shadow Ball. We are fully offensive, so it should do a lot of damage to it, as it makes it down to nearly half, which is absolutely amazing. So special defense drop as well, which is going to boost his Defiant, which is a real shame. Which means his next Rage Fist is going to hurt like a truck, but we should be able to take it. We should be able to take it. So let's go ahead and terrestrialize into a Fairy type, and we'll go for a Tera Blast real quick. There we go, going to terrestrialize into a Fairy type. We should be able to take the Rage Fist even better now because of our lack of a weakness to it anymore. And hopefully we can take this thing out of a Tera Blast after that. So let's go ahead and do that. Skeledirge come through. They go for a Rage Fist. Let's see if it'll do how much damage it's talking. So it's 100 base power. It's +1. Nothing. Absolutely no damage whatsoever. As we can go for a Tera Blast now and take out the Annihilate. No problems there. Down it goes. Down it goes. So there we go. Annihilate goes down. We can mark that off the list. Boom. We're good. In comes Shiny's word, which is, of course, the Ceruledge. So Ceruledge... Oh, Shiny Sword. I get it. Let's go for a Shadow Ball real quick and just stop them from setting up. They're going to go for a Bitter Blade, which isn't going to do too much damage to us. We're able to eat that up pretty well. As we can go for a Shadow Ball now and just do some damage to this thing. It's going to take it right down to its Sash, which is, I'm guessing it's a Focus Sash Swords Dance set, which is fair enough. We're going to shake off the Taunt, so I'm tempted to go for a Slack Off here, but at the same time, I kind of want to go for a Shadow Ball again. They go for another Bitter Blade. That's going to take us out, unfortunately. So that's why I didn't go for a Slack Off, because obviously it's going to get taken out by that thing anyway. So get some health back on the Ceruledge. And now we've got to go ahead and switch into something to take care of this thing. And I don't know what to do against this Ceruledge, to be honest with you. I really don't know what to do against it. We've got Corviknight on low health. We've got Plumpy over there, which can Earthquake hit. We've got Baxcalibur over there, which can now Dragon Dance and then Glaive Rush. But it's likely they're going to have close combat. Let's go into our Plumpy. Let's go into Plumpy, and Plumpy can handle it. Plumpy, sorry. Plumpy, not Clumpy. Clumpy's my other one. We're going to Plumpy. And Plumpy can just go straight for an EQ if we want to. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, because they're probably going to go for a Bitter Blade, which is going to do a lot of damage. But hopefully Earthquake makes it so that we can live. We can take it out afterwards. They're going to withdraw the Shiny Sword. What are they going to go into? Glimora? Just to sack it off. Toxic Plant, which is of course going to be the Amoonguss. Amoonguss is going to take some Earthquake damage, which is absolutely fine. As his next turn, I'm going to go ahead and let Amoonguss go. I'm going to let Amoonguss Spore us. I think that's the best thing to go for. We go for a Stealth Rock so that the Amoonguss Spore us. Getting the Stealth Rocks up is going to be pretty important. I'm pretty sure we outspeed. I'm not sure. I might be a speed tie. They go for a Spore. That's going to put us to sleep. No problems there. So that we are playing by Smogon rules, which means they can't Spore anyone else. So that's great to know. So let's go ahead and switch out now into our Baxcalibur. And I think the only way we're going to win this if we Baxcalibur it with a Dragon Dance. So let's go for Baxcalibur real quick. There we go. As they probably switch out here, but if they do switch out, we're going to have to go with it. They're going to withdraw the Toxic Plant. What are they going to go into? The Ceruledge? A Weirdo. Weirdo is the Lokix. Oh, there's the Glimora. Okay, Glimora comes in. Absolutely fine. Glimora comes in. We're going to go into our Baxcalibur, Frozdrax real quick. Nice and shiny. Let me know what you think of this shiny. I've got mixed feelings about it. So it's kind of like bronzy coloured. At least that's what they're going for with blue. I don't know whether I like it or not. I'm going to go for an ice shard and take this thing out anyway. There we go. Down goes the Glimora. Boom. Absolutely fine. They've got Lokix and they've got Ceruledge in the back. So we need to be careful with what we do here. So let's see what happens. Bughopper comes in. So Bughopper's a big threat. It's going to go for a first impression or an axe kick right now. I'm going to go into my Corviknight. I feel like that's the best thing to go into right now. Corviknight's the best thing to go into. We go into Corviknight real quick. There we go. Nicely done. Stealth Rocks are going to dig in, unfortunately. But we should be able to eat a hit from this thing, no problem. If it goes for an axe kick, it goes for an axe kick. There we go. We don't eat that, obviously, but we would have eaten a first impression. So, Rocky Helmet's going to come through, break a potential sash. And now we can just go... Oh, his Life Orb as well, so got to be careful here. So we'll go into Plumpy, and we'll try and lower its health with its Life Orb a bit more. I don't think they stay in here anyway. I think they switch out. So we'll burn another turn of sleep, which is always going to be nice. We'll try and go for a Stealth Rocks, because I think they switch out here. They go for a U-turn, yeah, switching out. Does a lot of damage thanks to the Tinted Lens. But it also gets some Life Orb damage, which is always nice. So if we can get off this Dragon Dance, that'd be ideal. Absolutely ideal. In comes Shiny Sword. Absolutely fine. We're going to be fast asleep, unfortunately, and they're going to get some health back, but it's fine. It's fine. We can handle this. We can handle this. So, let's see how this works out for us. Let's see how this works out for us. So, we go for an Earthquake here on the off chance we wake up the next turn. We go for a Bitter Blade. That's going to nearly KO us. Nearly KO us. It's going to get them some nice and powerful health back, which is fine. As we can wake up this turn. No, we don't wake up this turn. I was going to say if we wake up this turn and go for an Earthquake, that'd be ideal. But in fact, I don't think Earthquake would KO from here. And we'd only end up activating their weak armor. So it's probably best that we don't wake up. So let's go for a Stealth Rock on the off chance they don't attack us. We go for a Bitter Blade. That's going to take us out, unfortunately. I have a feeling they don't have close combat. And that's our only hope if they don't have close combat. That's our only hope. So, can we get someone playing Master of Puppets right now while I bring in Baxcalibur? Because, seriously, if Baxcalibur can pull this off, which I have a feeling they're going to have close combat and it's not going to work out as I want it to. Let's go for the Dragon Dance. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We outspeed. Go for a Dragon Dance. Maybe I should have just attacked there, but the low kick would have come in afterwards and just destroyed us. So, we'll go for a Dragon Dance real quick. They go for a close combat. That's going to nearly KO us. Lower the defenses, which is great. And now we're set up, ready to go. So we'll go for a Glaive Rush real quick. They go for a Shadow Sneak. That's going to KO us, right? Doesn't KO us. Baxcalibur coming through with his bulk. We go for the Glaive Rush. Take out the Ceruledge, which is absolutely amazing. Down it goes. As now, we only have to worry about the low kicks, because obviously the Amoonguss goes down to an Icicle Crash. Bughopper comes in. So the Bughopper is in. We have to go for we have to go for a... So, first impression is +2 priority, so we just have to hope they haven't got it and go for a Glaive Rush. They have first impression, that's going to take us out, and that's going to be the game. So, unfortunately, our low kicks didn't get to do anything, but their low kicks did. So, the point of video was how powerful low kicks can be, and, you know, my opponent did that just finely, so I'll take that, I'll take that. That may be a W for my opponent, but it was a W for low kicks, so that's absolutely fine. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.